Hello and welcome. Got another special edition for you today. I mentioned before, people have asked me to, to see what it looks like when I'm trying a problem for the first time, which I usually don't on these videos. So I thought I'd try that by doing the qualifier for the Excel World Cup, but then it turned out that was a compilation of old problems, most of which I'd seen before and could remember the gist of. So I'm going to try it again. This time I'm doing the qualifying round for the Microsoft Excel Collegiate Challenge. Obviously, I'm not actually a participant in this because I'm not a college student. Haven't been for quite a while, but I'm going to give it a go anyway because why not? Yeah, enough preamble. Let's go. All right. No case materials for this one. Just question on the next page. Okay, so I'm just going to download everything here. ESG plastic surgery. Well, that's an interesting name. All right, let me just grab these from my downloads folder. Put them in. No, that's the wrong one. Oops. All right, there we go. Let's get started. Financial planner, prepare some simple models, complete the following questions. Fine. Client wants to know how much interest they're going to pay on a new car loan. 6 years, standard amortizing loan, $25,000. Interest rate is 5%, interest charged monthly, 5% is APR annual percentage rate, meaning your monthly interest rate is 5% divided by 12. Standard amortizing loans make the same payment every month. Okay, fine. Loan, 25,000. Term, months. It's going to be 6 by 12. And rate 5%. So payment should be equals PMT. The rate is going to be that divided by 12. Number of periods is that. Present value is that. Put a minus sign in front of it, so it'll be positive. 402.62. Oh, total interest paid. It's a completely different question. Why did they say to use the PMT function? All right, fine. So in that case, what I want is the sum of the interest payments. So rate is still that, period. So I want this to go from 1 to 72. Typo, sure. Let's see. Yes, that looks right. Okay, so 3988.88. No, just a whole number, please. 3989. Cool. All right. Credit card interest. Trying to demonstrate the cost of credit card interest to a client. Assume the client spends $100 per month on their credit card for 5 years and makes no interest or principal payments. Credit card balance only grows. Whew, that's a terrible way to use a credit card. Okay. Credit card interest is 24% interest charged monthly. 24% interest APR. Fine. Monthly interest charged and closing balance from the prior month. Fine. Amount of interest charged on the 60th month. All right, so let's just lay this one out. Month number, opening, spend, interest, closing. So we got 60 months. Is it 60 months? 5 years, yes, 60 months. Start with 0, spend 100. Monthly interest is charged on the closing balance from the prior month. Okay, fine. So this times 24. I'll put the interest up here just to be a little bit good about it, since maybe some college students will actually watch this. Int rate 24%. You can be good and make that an input cell. So it's just going to be closing balance from the prior month times this divided by 12. Closing. Oop, careful. Do not include the period count in the sum. Okay, then we just copy everything down and format it to look vaguely respectable. 221.67. Yes, okay. Retirement savings. You're also trying to demonstrate the value of compound interest to a client who's just starting to save for retirement. Yearly model, 5,000 a year, 8% per year in their investment portfolio. Investment returns are earned. Okay, so you could just start again, but obviously I guess what they're trying to get at here is reuse your workings and you'll save some time. So what are we doing here? A yearly model, how many years? 40 years, okay. So let's just copy all this, come down here, and then just change the relevant assumptions. So we'll make it a 40-year model. Sorry, I should have copied the assumptions as well. So let me grab that. Spend is $5,000 per year, and then the return is 8% per year. And this time we're not dividing by 12 because it's an annual model. And I suppose if I'm being good about it, I should come up here and change that to year. Okay. And then I think everything else should just copy down. Oh, that looks okay. Yeah, no, it's 8. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So I've also got to change the row reference because it's not the 24% credit card interest anymore. It is the 8% investment return. So that moment of panic was 12,000 looks like a lot, but now it's a little better. So copy down, widen out, and what is the question? What is the client's retirement saving balance at the end of 40 years? 6. Oh, that's not looking good. 5,000 per year, earning 8% of the investment returns. Oh, well, it would help if I stopped it at the 40 years. I restricted this, but didn't do the rest. Okay, that is all I need. So 1295283. 1295283. Good. Okay. Trying to determine what night to schedule your competitive kickball league. That's my kind of question. Your goal is to schedule all the games on the same day of the week. You know that the last day of the month is particularly busy, so want to avoid having to miss too many games due to the month-end close. What day of the week is the last day of the month most often in 2023? Okay, so what we're going to do here is just, I guess I will do, yeah, I'm going to do EO month, or equals EO month, starting from date 2023, 1-1. So I'm going to do first go 0 months forward, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 11 months forward, and that'll give me the last day of every month. So I'm going to say sequence 12 rows starting at 0. And if I format those as dates, that should give me every last day of the month, and it does. And then I'm going to say text that as day. Just copy that down. And then I can unique, actually I can just better count ifs. This, and then I can just look and see that it's a Tuesday, but I suppose if I wanted to be formulaic about it, I could say x lookup 100, just some number that I know is going to be bigger than all of them. In this array, returning from here, and my match mode is going to be exact match or next larger item. No, oh, sorry, but not exact match or next. Isn't that what I want? Sorry, exact match or next smaller item. Yes, of course. That could be Tuesday. All right, so let's save this in that folder there. Call it part 1. And we will upload that. And then before I start messing with these, I'm just going to make copies of them. In, because I like to be able to look back at the blank one later if I've stuffed something up or if I just wonder what happened or whatever. All right, so that's that done. Next, where is our money? This one. Why are you even asking me that? All right. You're a junior associate at A&M, brought in to help restructure an energy company in financial distress. The first step, you need to understand the company's revenues will be collected over the next 13 weeks. Used for prior clients, historical sales, and assumptions regarding sales over the next 13 weeks. Complete the analysis by first thing tomorrow morning. No problem, boss. Okay, 2 pages. First task is to analyze historical sales. Data is provided on a weekly basis. Friday, the end of the week. Each major customer and minor customers are aggregated as all other customers' geographical regions provided in the template model. When aggregating the data to a monthly level, note that some months have 4 end of week dates, while some months have 5. So let's see what this model actually looks like. So assumption, control output, and historical sales. Okay, so for various different ones, and then for other, fine. Notes. So that's okay. So maybe we have to fix something here because there's a ref error in this note cell, but fine. Or maybe we don't. Maybe that was just who knows. All right. So let's see. Keep reading. Next task is to forecast. What do we have to do to analyze the historical sales? Okay. So which region, which month has the highest sales in the Permian? Okay, fine. So that seems fine. Next task is to forecast future sales for each of the customers. The model provides you with the assumptions. October, November, December. Right at the monthly level, you need to split them to the weekly level. The split could be done either evenly or with a specific spread as defined in the model. Make sure that your model can switch. Throughout the case, a week is fully attributed to the month that its Friday falls to. Fine. And then we go on to accounts receivable. Okay, all right, let's just start answering some questions, shall we? So let's see. Top customers each have a region. Fine. Patient percent. Hopefully those, yes, that's set up to 100. Terms, adjustment terms, fine. This is, got it. Okay. Fine. Revenue recognition. Got it. Okay. So you might want to bunch them up following this, or you might not. And then accounts receivable, I haven't looked at that yet. So historical sales. Yes. First thing I want to do is pull in the region here. So let's. Do I need these notes? I don't know if this is trying to look up. Yeah, let's just assume you might need it. Put in region here. So I'm going to X look up all of these in here. Returning from. I don't actually need to lock these because I'm not going to move this around, but let's do that. Okay. So just going to put the set total. So I can quickly kind of eyeball, obviously the max is all other, and then if I ignore all other, the max is 18,494, and that is Southwestern. So that's you. What region has the most historical sales? So this, where this is this. Okay. So the region with the most historical sales is Marcellus, Utica. Which month has the highest sales in Permian? Okay, so I'm going to map these 2 months. Text this. Okay, getting away the logo there, but I'll live. And I guess let's do the same thing here. Take unique of this. Bicol. This is down. And then we'll copy this. Okay, so that was the question. Month with the highest sales in Permian. Okay. I lost my keyboard. Come on. There we go. It's back. Okay, so in Permian, scan across. The max of this is 3536, and that is in March. Just quickly double check. Nothing higher after, nothing higher before, just in case there's a double maximum. So March. Next, which region and month has the highest sales across all months and regions? So again, we'll quickly check. 6636 is that max. And that is here, and it's here. So it's May in Marcellus, Utica. Okay, what percentage of total historical sales took place in months with 5 end-of-week dates? Okay, so let's just do a quick count ifs to figure out which of these have 5 end-of-week dates. It was just those two. Okay, so 4, 5 equals some ifs. This, where this is this. And I want to, oops, away. And I want to lock this, and lock this, and not lock that. Sorry, too far there. And then %. Sorry, well, 2 decimal places, 32.15. Okay. Total sales in the 3rd week of the month. Okay. It's a bit of a random question, but why not? Alright, so week in month. We're just going to say if it's the same as the last month, then add 1, otherwise start again at 1. Do not format that as a date, please and thank you. General will be fine. Okay, so I guess we're just going to keep adding more tables over here. Equals unique. I hope some of these are going to be useful later, otherwise I'm not doing this the most efficient way, but never mind. So then let's take this, copy it over here, and now I want to do it where this is that hash. Wait, oh, sorry, I didn't do this by columns, so yes, should only be 5, that's much better. Okay. There, and expand it out. Alright, 3rd Friday of the month, 36.64. Sorry, total sales, 48,273. Good. Percentage of sales in the 3rd week of the month for months with 4 or 5. Okay, fine. Just getting convoluted now, but fine. So here I'm just going to pull in XLOOKUP all of these in here, turning from here, so that I'll have my number of days in months here in the right format to look up. So then, so make that equal to that, and then I'm only interested in months with 4 days. So where in addition to that condition, this FR then hash is equal to, oops, what are you doing? Get out. There we go. Now let's just quickly double check what percentage of sales occurs in the 3rd week of the month. Okay. differences now. These are all pointing over there, so let's bring them over here. So for months with 4 days in the month, 49.48% in the third week. What percentage of sales occur in the last week of the month for all months? Fine. I guess I walked into that one. Okay. Actually, no, wait. I have a nice enough setup for this. Here's what I'll do. I'm not going to do as nice a table as I did with the others, but here's what I'll do. I'll do some ifs of this, where this is this, and where the week in the month is the number of weeks in the month. And that will give me that nicely. So what's the percentage of sales in the last week of the month for all months? Fine. So I want, in other words, the sum of these over the sum of total sales, which is any of these many different blocks, and that is 20.15. Okay. All right. So that's section 1. Section 2, sales and collection forecast. All right. So I guess I need to read the rules for that. Next task, forecast sales. Fine. Sales assumptions for the next 3 months are provided at the monthly level. You need to split them. Fine. It could be either even or with a specific spread. Fine. Make sure that your model can switch. Fine. Please note that throughout the case. Fine. I understand that. Okay. It's not. Okay. Fine. Let's go see if there's assumptions in here that I can use. Month ending net revenue. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty simple. So it gives me a total amount of revenue. It gives me what percent to give to each client, and it gives me what percent to give to each week, or I make it even. All right, fine. I'm sure I could think of a cleverer way to deal with the concept of an even split, but I'm just going to do it by having 2 of these assumption tables. Actually, no, 3 assumption tables, and then one of them being the active table. So it's going to be spread, even. It's going to be 20%. It's going to be, 25%, because I can count. It's going to be 20%, and then it's going to be active. And then it's going to be equals choose based on this number, either this or this. And that's what I got. Okay. So then, now I'm going to regret putting all these tables over to the side, although I suspect I will never need them again, but let's see. We got 13 weeks, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I'm just going to make this a different color, because it's my forecast, and it should look different. Okay, now I'm just going to carry all of these over. That one doesn't. No, that's it. Fine. So I'll do that a different way. I'll say maxifs of this, where this is this, and then these 2 need to be locked. And that's just going to be my how many weeks are in the month. And that way I can use these 2 fields here, the 4, 5 for how many weeks are in the month, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for which week we're in, as the 2 dimensions for the lookup in this active table. And I guess inputs are this yellow background, and this is calculated, not an input, so I'm going to uncolor that. But anyway, okay. So we're getting there. Let's come over here. Widen this one out a bit, and I'll put the allocation here. Say XLOOKUP, all of these in here, returning from here. Okay, now, okay, I'm just going to get rid of this logo So, yeah, okay, I have that there. So it's actually go straight to weeks or let's go by date. Okay, fine. So I'm going to XLOOKUP EO month this, 0 months forward and get to the end of the month. That'll give me end of October in a date format. So I can look that up here, return from here. That'll give me the total revenues for the month. I guess since I'm somewhat doing this for the benefit of hypothetical university student watching, let me do what I should really do and break it out into two pieces. So percent of month. And that's going to be index. Index XLOOKUP. Look up the number of days in the month. Sorry, the number of weeks in the month in here, returning from this whole table. That'll give me the row of 5. Lock that. And then within that, I'm going to index on the day of the week. Sorry, day of the week? No, the week of the month. 15,000, of which 15%. Let's just quickly check. That adds up to 100. Good. I'm just going to say, does this add up to 300%? Yes, it does. And if I change this to spread, does it still add up to 300%? Yes, it does. Okay. Then I feel okay about that. Now, 15, 15, 15. Are they all 15? Yes, they are. Oh, and actually, sorry, I realized this. I'm going to have to use that pro forma adjustment later, so I should be looking up in here, row 12, not row 10. So let's fix that now before we have to worry about it. 12, 12, copy across. Okay. So then it's going to be the monthly revenue times percent of the month times the allocation over here, and I'll just do the whole row all at once. Still need to lock it in. That's it. I'll carry, nope, that is not live, so I'll take the format, but not. Okie dokie. All right, so let's do a couple of questions, see if we're on the right track. What percentage of the monthly revenue is projected for each week ending in October? Assuming equal split. Okay, so it's basically just how many weeks are there in October and divide 100% by that. There are 4, so it should be 25% equal split. What percentage of the monthly revenue is projected for each week ending in December, assuming equal split? How many weeks in December? 5, 20%. Done. How much revenue in thousands of dollars is projected for Chevron in the week of October 14th? Now, it hasn't specified even or spread, but it starts off on even, so I guess, did it start off? I think that's why it's good to have a copy of the model. Quickly check, but I think it started off on even. It did start off on even. Okay, good. So then, sorry, what was the question? Chevron, the week of October 14th. Chevron, where are you? There you are. 113. No. That's because, wait, what? Spread, even. Sorry, okay. So this says 1 is even, 2 is spread. But because spread is on top and even is below, I assumed the other way around. So let's just fix that. That's why it's good to check the questions. Although, admittedly, I could have just looked at this as soon as I did it and said, wait, so it says spread is it says 1 is even, so is this even? No, it's not. But anyway, now we've checked. So that's 188, 187, 500. Okie dokie. What is the total revenue in thousands of dollars projected for the last 3 weeks ending in December? 9,000. By the looks of it, very round number. Okay, what is the collections projection? Okay, well, now we need to figure out accounts receivable. So let's go look at that. Okay, replace the X with your own calculations. I suppose I will try to do that. All right, accounts receivable. Revenues are recognized when the sale is made. Customers pay between 30 and 90 days later. Revenues that have been recognized but not received are known as accounts receivable. Sure. To forecast your client's cash flows, you need to know when each customer's revenues will be paid. To do so, you will build a schedule of each customer's scheduled payments. Fine. Note that the timing of end-of-week dates does not always align with the exact AR terms. You should always assume that the revenues arrive in the week with the first end-of-week date that is greater than or equal to the revenue recognition date plus the length of AR terms. For example, if sale within 90-day term is recorded, cash is due on April 7th. April 8th is the weekend date, 91 days after. Thus, you need to use it. Okay. Well, I'm going to use a very simple modeling technique to make sure that's reflected, and that is I am going to cut, paste that over. I'm going to just add applied terms here because the logic is very simple. It's just going to be rounded up to the nearest week. So that over 7, round up to 0, times 7. So 30 days will become 35, 60 days will become 63, and 90 days, like in that example, will become 91. So that's easy. Next. Part of your analysis, you should also calculate the days sales outstanding for each week of your 13-week forecast. Defined this way, multiplied by 5. Okay. So, beginning our revenue receipts. What is this? Oh, nice little graph there. Oh, wow, there's loads more to do. I don't know if I'm doing this fast enough, but all right, let's keep going. Gotta stay focused. So plus revenue minus receipts. Okay, well, revenue is easy. You can do that. Are we given an opening accounts receivable, or do I need to work that out? Seems like having an accounts receivable schedule that starts here, if I need to do a bunch further back than that, isn't ideal, but okay. Let's see. All right, fine. Let's do it. I'm going to take my list of customers down here. And I'm going to work out cash receipts. Okay. So the longest terms I have are 91 days, I think, yes, which is 13 weeks. So I'm not going to attempt to model it until I have at least 13 full weeks of data. Let's put X there for now, and let me pull in X, look up all that in here, returning from applied terms. Okay, so I'm going to say equals X lookup today's date minus the number of days I go backwards to find the revenues I'm paying for. Look that up in here. Yeah, that's fine. And return from here. And here I'm just going to lock the columns, but not the rows, because I want to copy it down. No, sorry, I did not want to hash that. That does not make sense. Does it? I don't think it makes sense. Not sure. There might be a shortcut there that I'm failing to take advantage of. Not totally sure. Let's do that, and then carry this across. All the way across. Okie dokie. So then, what am I saying here? I guess let's have one more thing for accounts. Let's see, AR. Okay. So on the 8th, let's see, for the ones with 91 days, 4, 4, 5, 6, 8. So I should be getting back to here? 4, 4, 5, 6, 8, yes. Okay. So in other words, on the 8th of April, I'm getting paid for the 7th of January, so I should be due those 13 weeks. Fine. So I'm going to say sum ifs of this range. I'm going to lock in just the starting column, not the ending column, because I want the range to expand as I go along. So some of that where, what I was saying, where the dates. Sorry, so I want to lock everything except the U column, where that date is greater than today's date minus my payment terms. Copy that down. Copy that all the way across. And let's just see if this is behaving roughly like I would expect it to behave. So, as you can see, as I flounder around doing this very kind of from first principles way, I'm not exactly a hardcore finance guy. But okay, last period's accounts receivable, add this period's sales minus this period's cash receipts, hopefully should match this period's. Because it's 0? What? Huh? That, oh, okay, yes, does not, okay, and matches that, good. So if I copy this across, then I'll feel pretty good if this always checks out to 0, that I've got a working accounts receivable concept there. I do, okay, fine. So now, how do I plug it in here? Let's see. Beginning accounts receivable on 10/7, which I guess is just the ending accounts receivable here. So add revenue from here, less receipts from here, yes. Slightly unhelpful that I have accounts receivable label on the line that's actually the total of cash receipts, so just shift that down a little. And then ending ER, trailing 13 weeks revenue, illustrative DSO. Okay, so this plus this minus this, trailing 13 weeks revenue. So ifs, actually, let's just, I'm going to do it the lazy way. Trailing 13 weeks is slightly ambiguous. Does that mean the previous, including the current week? Okay, good. So I want 13 weeks, including that one. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Illustrative DSO, accounts receivable over revenue minus that times 90. That over that times 90. 51. Okay. And then for everything else, just copy that, and the rest copies across. Okay, now do we have a pretty chart? We do have a pretty chart. All right, so questions. What is the collections projection for ConocoPhillips in the week ending December 2nd? Back over here. Conoco, this is my US cash receipts. ConocoPhillips, week ending December 2nd, 187,500. Cool. How much will be collected in the week ending November 25th? Or 303.5. Okay, so back to no decimal places. 4304. How much will be collected in weeks that end in December? No problem. 17889. All right, so at least the answers work. What is the accounts receivable balance for the week ending on October 14th? I'm glad you asked. Here. It's ending 27425. No, oh wait, sorry, up here. Yes, 27425. Phew. Accounts receivable balance for the week ending on December 30th in thousands of dollars. 24750. Okay, looking good. Trailing 13-week revenue, November 25th. November 25th, 43305. 43305. Days sales outstanding for the week ending December 9th. That's that week 52. Maximum days sales outstanding. I should be able to see it down here. It looks like it's 60. And it is indeed 60. Okay. Section 4, borrowing base projections. All right, so now there's another section of assumptions. Credit facility. Particular concern is their $20 million accounts receivable credits facility. Terms of the credit facility allow for borrowing a percentage of its finance. Currently borrowed $17.5 million. Has a letter of credit outstanding for $2 million, which effectively uses the facility dollar for dollar. The accounts receivable balance is high enough, the remaining $500,000 can be drawn upon. However, if it is too low, part of the credit facility must be repaid. Okay, got it. Fine. The template model has the credit facility calculations completed. To drive the calculation, you'll have to populate the accounts receivable lines in these. Okay, I think I've done that using the revenue and AR schedule receivable. Okay. Additional case assumptions, no modeling information. Oil industry has this. Story focuses on this. Okay, this seems like general background information. Right. So what's the question? Minimum borrowing base availability in the base case in thousands of dollars. So I guess this answer is maybe now in here somewhere. Illustrative ABL borrowing case. I don't know what that means. Okay, hang on. What's borrowing base availability in the base case? Okay, got it. So let's see. Borrowing base. The minimum borrowing base is 18810. No, what? Minimum borrowing base availability. Huh? Okay, so this is level borrowing base, that's level borrowing base. Those are both much bigger numbers. I guess it must be this. Minimum minus 690. Really not at all sure that this is answering the right question, but okay. It's a drawn letters of credit, excess availability deficit, borrowing base is this. Okay, fine. So yes, most you can borrow is less than you've already drawn, so you gotta pay back. Yes, okay, fine. I guess that's the answer. Minimum borrowing base availability if revenue is 90% of projections. Okay. So now we come up here. Sad faces all around. It's gonna hurt. It's still in the last month, I guess. Yes, 2571. Okay. What is the minimum borrowing base availability if revenue is 90% of projections and accounts are collected 10% faster than expected? Okay. So 90% there also. Now everything is terrible. Oh no, people are paying their bills on time. This is a disaster. 4880. Yes, okay, good. What is the minimum borrowing base availability in thousands of dollars in the spread case? Don't forget to reset the assumptions back to 100%. Okay. So we want 100%, 100%, and spread. And then, whoa, that looks funky. Minimum 1603. Okay, cool. All my answers are in there, so I feel pretty good about that. Let's save, close. And these financially ones where the answers have many, many decimal places, you can get a pretty good sense of whether you're getting it right just by whether your answers exist. Some other cases aren't like that so much. All right, ESG plastic strategy. Okay, I think I read that as ESG plastic surgery earlier. Plastic strategy does make altogether more sense. Okay, I'm 45 minutes in. Okay, I thought I was maybe not doing great on time, but I seem to be doing fine. Let's see, this one is 450 points. What were the ones before? Okay, so I'm past the halfway mark. That's good. All right, now I gotta start reading again. Consultants and EY's decision modeling and analytics team. Shout out to the sponsor, I guess. DMA team sits within strategic. Okay, this guy's okay. Fine. SPI makes plastic storage bins, utensil cases. Virgin plastics, purchased on the open market, facing increased regulation. Okay. Value the financial impact of using chemically recycled plastic. Fine. MPI is a chemical recycling company which converts feedstock plastic. Fine. 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 SPI is considering two strategies: purchase chemically recycled plastics or partner with MPI. Fine. To produce plastic offtake from them and fine. Yes. Needed to transfer the fine. This. Oh god, there's a lot of pages of assumptions here. Okay, no, that's just the reminder stuff about how to do valuations. Okay. Forecast SPI demand. Alright, let's look in the model. Provided with 2 years of something. Hello EY, thank you for sponsoring this. Seems like a good thing. Oh look, Joseph Palasock wrote this. I don't know Cole, but Joseph is great. Hi Joseph, if you're watching this. Alright, let's see. Historical sales data. Inputs and model calculations. Fine. So, okay, all fine. Got US states by abbreviation. Fine. Sales. Units, dollars. Fine. And we're going to do a bunch of analysis over here. Ooh, we're going to do a big bunch of analysis over here. Alright. Slightly intimidating. Oh, yeah, there's a lot going on here. Alright. Let's go back to reading. Provided 2 years of historical sales. The most recent years available at 21. Provides 22 expectations as well as market prices of plastic product. Total plastic demand in tons each year from 20 to 22. Okay. The assumptions below assume all figures are US dollars to not write your calculations. Storage bins sell for $10 each. Utensil cases sell for $5 each. Okay. So I guess I'm supposed to fill that in over here. Sales price dollars per unit. Yes. Where is that? Plastic for storage. Sales price. Here we are. So I'm just going to add a star here to just say I'm looking for it to match anything starting with the name. So storage bins, blah, 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 plastic utensils, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll just have to turn it to wildcard character match. That's going to spill, and I just need to delete all of those. So, no, not finding utensil cases. Really? Oh, because it's plastic utensil cases. Okay. So instead of starting with, I will go with containing. So star that, star. Okay. And then sales units, presumably just that divided by that. Okay, getting somewhere. Let's see. How many utensil cases in California in January 2020? Okay, January 2020, California, utensil cases. Yes. Let's just do a quick check. I assume all of these lines are a unique combination, but let's just do a quick check and then it'll save us some time later on. Yes, no duplicates. Happy days. Okay, so California utensil cases, January 2020, and the question was, how many? 15288. Cool. How many total storage bins were sold in 2021? So I'll just filter. Sales units, 10,879,178. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, sorry. That's because I have not filtered just storage bins, which would probably help. 9,000,005. Okay, so most of the sales must be storage bins. 9,538,302. 9,538,302. Cool. Okay. Well, that was a very simple section. All right, moving on. Plastic demand in 2031. Okay, I'm gonna have to find some more forward-looking assumptions. Where are we going here? 10.5 million storage bins, 1.5 million utensil cases in 22. Sales will grow at 2% each year. Okay. So where's my analysis here? Sales, 2020, storage bins. Okay, got it. So I'm going to say some ifs of sales units where year is whatever, and oops, sorry, enter 2. too soon. The year is this. And something is storage bins. Okay, that looks right. Okay, and then thereafter it grows at 2%. 2%. Sales growth rate 2%. I'm just going to make these and these all red because they are different formulas from the rest of the row, and I'm a bit of a stickler for that. And then I'm going to say this times 1 plus this. And then dutifully format it as a number and then carry it across. Okay. Let's keep moving. Plastic demanded in tons. Okay. So I'm just going to make the assumption in here. And again, I'm going to have to make it a bit of a wildcard lookup because there's a bunch of extraneous text there. So wildcard character match, and I think it's just stuff added at the start, but we'll soon find out if either of these throws an error. Maybe it's added at the end as well. Oh, didn't like that. What's going on here? Storage bins. Really telling me storage bins? Oh, storage bin. Really? Oh, you're killing. Alright, fine. It's not the most elegant way to do it, but anyway, if I were building this model myself, I would normalize the data a little bit so that it was storage bins everywhere or storage bin everywhere or something like that, but I'm not building the model myself, so I'm going to do all kinds of ridiculous workarounds in order to work with what's already here. Okay, and then we can just carry it right on across. Cool, happy days. All right. So we can probably answer a couple of questions based on that. Total demand for plastic in 2031. What is this? This is in tons. Okay, now this is in tons. We're off by an order of magnitude. That's a little concerning. Ah, wait, this is kilograms, isn't it? It is kilograms. Whoops. Alright, fine. So that is the number of tons. Assuming we're all being good users of the metric system. So 53779. Cool. What is the recycled plastic demand? Don't know. I guess you're going to tell me that now. So total plastics demand. Okay. Right. What? Right. Okay. Percent chemically recycled. Total recycled plastics demand. There we go. And total virgin plastics demand will be all the rest. So what year was the question? 2032 recycled 24685. 2468, very pleasing. How many plants will make plastic have by the end of 2029? No idea. I guess I'm going to have to figure something out about plants. Oh. Luckily, the model is laid out in a helpful and logical way that follows the sequence of the questions. Okay, plant capacity 20,000, plant utilization, new plant 75, utilization existing plants 100%, plants at the start of the year, TBD, plants constructed, total plants at the end of the year. Okay, so plants at the end. Probably just look at the assumptions and make sure that just filling in the numbers that seem to make sense in the model is actually the right thing, but anyway. Expects to sell this, that's fine. Okay, these are all just numbers that are in the model, fine. No plastic will be 5%. Increase by 5% each subsequent year. That already seems to be in here, so that's fine, good. Percent recycled plastic demand, yes, fine, okay. Each MPI has limited production capacity for producing plastic offtake. Under strategy number 2, MPI will supply the lesser of total recycled plastic demand by SPI or its production capacity. Right, that makes sense. Any offtake produced in excess of SPI's demand will be sold in the open market. Yes. Use the following assumptions to calculate production capacity. Each plant produces 20,000 tons. 75% of the first year. After that, 100% at the end of the year. There are 2 total plants. No, 2 and 23, and then 1 in each subsequent year. Fine. Okay, so the answer was yes. It would get you the right answer to just not read the assumption and keep plugging things into the model. So I'm going to do that. All right. So total plants at the end of the year: 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Good. Plant capacity, new plants, and that's going to be this times this. Let's just give some decimal places there so we can actually see what's happening. Plant capacity, existing plants. That's good. Total plant capacity. Sell plastic and offtake total recycled plastics demand. Okay, so just link it back up here. Total recycled, that's the one. Residual sold. Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to be doing tons, not percentages of plants. Fine. So just multiply each of these by. I was wondering why I hadn't gone from 3.5 active plants to a number of tons. It's because I was supposed to do it here, which makes sense. So just multiply by this. And the same thing here. Okay, I thought I had copied it, but never mind. That looks better. And then the rest is from the market. And let's just double check, does that ever go negative? No. Right. So in a more perfect world, I'd introduce a check, but don't care. Moving on. How many plants will it have by the end of 2029? Should be 11, 10, 10, 29, yes, 10. Cool. Total plant capacity in 2029 in tons, 195,000. Cool. How much residual offtake is available to sell to the market in 2028? 162, 331. 162, 331. Okay, feeling good. Market price of virgin plastic. All right. Price of virgin plastic increases by 4% each year. Okay, so that shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Price CAGR. You call it a CAGR when it's just for 1 year? Isn't that just price change rate? Anyway, being a pedant, I'll stop. Chemically recycled plastic per ton. Recycled plastics. See, again, I'd be more picky about having consistent labels here, but that's fine. So yes, it is the same thing. And raw offtake per ton, yes. So just fill down and across. Happy days. So what was the question? Market price, virgin plastic, 2032. 2032 is over here. Virgin plastic, 5181. Cool. Net impact calculation. Okay. Got some taxes. Intermediate cost required to transform. $900 are imposed on each ton of virgin plastic. Cool. Cost of chemically recycled plastic. Effective cost per ton. And we're going to define effective cost per ton. Yes. Compare the effective cost per ton of okay. I guess that means we just subtract the effective cost per ton if you spend X on it, but save $900 or something. Let's see. Cost of chemically recycled plastic is here. Cost of virgin plastic is here. taxes imposed on virgin plastic here. Total cost of virgin plastic. What? I don't understand what it means by effective cost per ton. I really don't. I'm confused. Is there a difference between the cost per ton and the... Oh, sorry. I'm doing a total here. I'm being stupid. All right. That makes a lot more sense. So, chemically recycled plastic. I'm back on thinking about SPI now, right? Okay. So, chemically recycled plastic. No, further up. Yes, here we are. Recycled plastics demand times the cost of recycled plastic per ton. Okay, much bigger numbers. Good. Effective cost per ton. Still think that's just going to be this number right here. I would just divide by, but obviously I've got a 0 here, so that's going to give a div 0 error there, and it's just dividing by what you already multiplied by, so it comes out the same. Okay, cost of virgin plastic. That is the amount of virgin plastic times the cost per ton. So where are we? Plastics demand. Here we are. Total virgin plastic demand. Good. Multiplied by the cost per ton of virgin plastic. Carry across. Then same thing, J42 is the cost of, sorry, it's the amount of virgin plastic multiplied by this. Carry across. And here, at least it makes some sense to calculate effective cost per ton, although I think it's still just going to amount to adding up those two things, but fine. Alright, where's it gone? Here. This is the virgin plastics, yes. So it should just be that plus that, and it is. Okay, fine. Happy days. Okay, total cost of chemically recycled plastic. Cost of virgin plastic. Total cost of plastic supply. Fine, happy days. Effective cost per ton. Okay, that, see here, at least it makes some sense. Alright, so total plastics demand. There we go. Okay. Strategy 2. Oh, sorry. Hang on, wait. What's going on here? Source chemically recycled. Sorry. Yes, through the market. Yes, fine. Okay, so that's what I was doing. Now I'm going to do it this way. Cost of SPI ink offtake, intermediate cost, total cost, effective cost per ton, virgin plastic cost, total cost. So I think we figured out that MPI can always cover them, right? Yes, because there's always, the residual is always positive. Yes, fine. Okay. So I was wondering if we needed to figure out a market piece as well, but okay. So cost of SPI offtake, that's up here somewhere. Offtake price agreement per ton, $800. Intermediate cost per ton, $3,500. Fine. So this is our recycled plastics, so it's going to be this number here times offtake, and then the same thing for intermediate costs. Total costs, add the two up, and the effective cost is always just going to be this plus this. Okay. Alright, cost of virgin plastic is exactly the same as before. I do believe it is, so I'm going to just set that up there. Total cost, this plus this. And that divided by total, which is this one. Okay, cost comparison summary. Cumulative cost. Okay. All right, fine. So let's answer some more questions, see if we're on the right path. How much tax on virgin plastic in 2031? No, here, tax on virgin plastic 2031, 29.47.49. Yes. Good. Effective cost per ton virgin plastic 2032, strategy 1. The cost of virgin plastic the same under both strategies, 6081 per ton. Good. How much are the intermediate costs in 25 under strategy 2? Strategy 2, intermediate costs 2025, 16714.026. Yes, good. Effective cost per ton in 25. Plastic source from MPI under strategy 2. That's 4.3. It's the same every year. The cumulative savings from using strategy 2 versus strategy 1 through 2025. Through 2025. Difference is 5940198, which might well be one of these, or it might not. I don't know. Yes, 5940. Okay. 5940198. Yes. I want to make plastic inks total sales in 2026. All right, so I guess we can go on down here and get more of those. Okay. So offtake agreement, residual offtake, fine. Offtake agreement sales, residual offtake sales. So offtake agreement is that amount multiplied by the price, which is the 800 across. Residual offtake sales. It's that amount times, where is it here? Raw offtake per ton. Yes. So the stuff they don't sell to those guys, they sell for more, but they have a contract, some reliability, that's fine. Okay. Okay, and then we get into OPEX. Let's go back to that. Total sales in 2026. 165,299,279. Yeah, hooray. Always such a thrill when the numbers just match. How much is plant OPEX in 2027? No idea. Plant OPEX per ton, feedstock costs per ton. Tons of offtake produced. We've already got it there, hooray. Plant OPEX, feedstock costs, okay. So this is just simple. I'm afraid I'm missing something, but maybe it really is just simple. Just multiply the numbers together and stop asking questions. Okay. Plant OPEX 27, 3,565 million. No, that's for, oh, sorry, just OPEX, not feedstock costs, 75.5 million. Yes. Phew. Total depreciation in 2023. All right, so capex per plant, depreciation per year. Now, you got to read the notes on this just to make sure. When do you assume the plant expense hits? Using the following assumptions to forecast sales and cost, sales, operating expenses, and depreciation. Yes, fine. Operate, yeah, that's what we had up there, fine. Feedstock cost, wait a second, wait one darn second here. Why is this number so spectacularly enormous? Because you didn't. Oh. No. Wait, yeah, sorry. Should have locked the row of that. Fine. That's better. Let's do it that way so we don't carry down the line. Okay. That's less alarming. Each plant costs 15 million smackaroos to build. Okay. According to your capex additions is plant additions times capex per plant. PP&E opening balance, previous period ending balance. Capex is that. Depreciation TBD, and then closing. Okay. So assume the plants are finished on day 1 of the year. Okay, perfect. And we depreciate 20%. So minus some of these times 20%. Carry across. Okay, happy days. Net book value at the end of 22 is 24 million. Plans to depreciate 20% of net book value after accounting for current year capex. Oh, sorry, yeah, that 24 million is what I already had there. Cool. Fixed costs are 30 million. Taxes can be ignored. Whew, that's the dream. All right, sales revenue is just from, wow, what's up here? Sorry, try again. Here, total sales. Cost of sales, feedstock costs. Not the OPEX? Okay, fine. Gross profit. I guess I should put a minus sign in front of that. Doesn't really matter as long as you're consistent about whether you add or subtract, but I like to just be able to sum. So I'm going to sum plant operating expenses, which is this guy. And I will put a minus sign in front of that because now I have adopted a convention and I have to stick to it. Okay, looks like this model is telling me I want the other convention, so I'm going to change that now because the last thing you want is to be internally inconsistent. So we'll just make it this minus this. And then here, EBITDA, this minus the sum of these two. And carry across. Depreciation is here, and again, I'm going to give that a positive sign, but then subtract it. Sorry, equals this minus depreciation. Net income. Add back depreciation. So I guess I can make that a positive now. Subtract capex. Definitely gonna go with the negative sign here now. Valuation cash flows, happy days. Discount rate 22%. Terminal growth value 3%. Terminal value. So it's going to be my terminal year cash flow times 1 plus my growth rate divided by my discount rate minus my growth rate. And if you think that I remember that for any other reason than because I read the thing beforehand and wrote it down on a piece of paper, you are wrong. I could do some math to figure it out for first principles, but I definitely would not remember it. Anyway, discounted periods, present value factors. So it's going to be 1 over 1 plus discounting rate to the power of period. Discounted cash flow. Why is there only X's for there? Not really sure why that is. But okay, fine. Is it formatting maybe just off by 1 or something? I think maybe it is. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to sorry, no, I'm just reading. Okay, present value factor. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I was reading the lines. Okay, discounted cash flow is cash flow times discounting rate, and the terminal value is terminal value times terminal value discounting rate, and then the net present value is the sum of all of those. Okay, end of sheet. We're getting there. Let's answer some questions. Total depreciation 23. We add it back here. 23. 10.8. Net income in 25. 351073. 51073, yes. Terminal value. 764, 728 to 620. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Love it when it works. NPV. 276079329. 276079329. Yes. Wants to negotiate a higher price in the deal, assuming we account for the savings that Cell Plastic will enjoy from sourcing some of its offtake from Make Plastic. What was the highest price that Cell Plastic would buy Make Plastic for? That is an interesting question. I guess we should be accounting for it discounting appropriately. I'm not totally sure. So we make a net saving of 100 million or so, which, yeah, that's that number, 127 million. So you could say add that to the net present value. I'm pretty sure the right thing to do is to add it to the discounted cash flow. So I'm going to say cash flow plus integration savings. I assume this means they're planning to buy the company, and SPI, they may want to acquire the company. Request your help in calculating this. All right, I don't know. I think that's right. So, maybe cash flow plus. How far up is it? We're getting close. Sorry, company cost comparison. So plus. Yeah, plus the top one minus the bottom one. This minus this. That should be, yes, 30 million. So the total of that is 814, and the total of this is 687. So yeah, you're adding the 127. So that is what I wanted. Then discounted CF plus savings. That's just this times this. Sorry, it's fine. And then NPV Inc. savings. And that is going to be the sum of these discounted cash flows plus the discounted terminal value from before. And let's see, the difference is 30 million. I guess the other way to quickly get into this would be just to do this minus this, carry across, this times. My intuition is like, wait a minute, 30 million, it was 120 million, but actually the 22% discounting rate is super high. Whoa, those numbers look way too big. Did I hit the wrong thing to multiply by? Should be row 220, and it is. So what's going on here? I just got different formatting. Yes, I have. Okay. Anyway, that no, that's still. Oh, but wait, sorry. Did I compare the Yes, I compared the cumulatives. So that comes out to 17 million. That's way too much. Go up there. Go along here. Now it adds up to 30 million. 469. I think that's about the same as what we had down here. All right, fine. So I'm going to go with that as my answer. I got to read the instructions for how to put it in. Type in your answer, round it to the nearest dollar, no commas. 306,548, 306,548. Oops, sorry, I'm not even in the box. Step 1, get in the box. Then type in your numbers, 690. And save, close, and upload that file, this file, into here, and submit. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.